fire at a French Island home last Friday has sparked a conversation among local fire departments.
The big topic at an Onalaska City Hall meeting today is the possibility of forming a regional department. News 8's Sarah Tamer joins us with reaction from city leaders. Sarah?
Saving lives and saving money. Those were the two main points brought up at today's meeting. Elected officials and local fire chiefs came to the table to talk about how local fire departments can partner up to better assist their communities.
Minutes.
How can we get more firefighters to the scene of an emergency?
Even seconds.
Providing the best service possible.
In a fire emergency can mean the difference between a total loss of property and life or death.
Well, we're just questioning if we're doing things most effectively to the larger region.
That's why La Crosse Fire Chief Ken Gilliam says local firefighters should be able to respond to a fire in other jurisdictions without having to ask. He's hoping to better balance mutual aid and automatic aid agreements.
Currently, as it stands, we have to ask for another entity to come. I think that's where some of the push with automatic aid is, where that would all be pre-planned. The ask would come now. When the fire happens tomorrow, those resources would already be on the way. It just streamlines the whole process.
A fire in the town of Campbell last week ignited the idea to form a regional department serving La Crosse, Onalaska, Holmen, Shelby, and Campbell. Gilliam says this would reduce cost and spending on expensive equipment as well as response times in some cities. He says while it seems to make the most sense, not everyone agrees.
I think there's a lot of history between a lot of the entities in La Crosse County where it hasn't always been harmonious.
We need to learn to check our egos at the door.
Onalaska Mayor Joe Chilson says in order to come to an agreement,
there are real lives happening here.
It's necessary for departments to focus on the bigger picture, which is saving lives and saving money.
Sometimes egos get in the way, and I expect people to check my ego, and I'm certainly going to make sure that other people have their ego checked when they come into these meetings.
Most people I spoke to at today's meeting say it was a good and much needed discussion, but there are no formal agreements at this point. Onalaska Mayor Joe Chilson says the next few meetings should better determine the future of a regional department. The hope is to allow firefighters closest to an emergency to be the first to respond when another agency needs help.
Okay, thanks a lot, Sarah. And I wanted to clarify something I said earlier. That fire on French Island actually happened last Tuesday, not last Friday. La Crosse Fire Chief Ken Gilliam also says now is a good time to make the changes as the Onalaska and Holmen fire chiefs retire this summer.